What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Infamous Hashi. And today, I want to go ahead and open up the topic for discussion. And that would be, what is Warframe all about? There's been multiple times where people have confused it, whether it's a PvP game, if it's a PvE, if it's a single player game, or if you can even play with your friends. I'm going to explain to you exactly what Warframe is about, how to get into it, what things you are actually going to experience while playing Warframe. Now, we may only be able to get to do part one, which is explaining, how to get into Warframe and stuff to that nature, because there's a good amount of information when it comes to this game. Feel free to make sure that red little subscribe box is gray, as well as hit that thumbs up. This allows me to continue making videos, and this allows me to show that y'all are genuinely interested in what I am, posting and explaining. And obviously, if this is something that y'all do enjoy, then I am 100% willing to actually go down farther in details about weapon mods, about weapons, about Warframe mods, and how to level up your Warframes, and all of that information. So, you come across this game on Steam, which is called Warframe. Like anything, the description probably says ninjas fighting through space, fighting, villains, or fighting crime, right? Maybe that doesn't really pique your interest, Maybe that's not something that goes, ooh, you know what, I want to play that. Well, I can tell you right now, you definitely want to play this. Warframe in itself gives you the ability to have a creative side, as well as not something that's so challenging and so hard to do. You don't have to spend countless hours to play this game, or countless hours to be good at this game. This game has all sorts of skill levels, all sorts of player base, all sorts of that, right? And that's the great thing about a game that's not PvP, so you're not playing against other players where you're fighting each other. So there's no skill-based matchmaking, there's none of that, right? But what you would call it is what we call PvE, or player versus environment. And what that means is that basically you versus environment enemies, so other enemies that are controlled by AI or CPU, basically, that you end up having to fight, whether they're giant bosses or so on and so forth. Very similar to a lot of solo player games, solo player games. But at the same time, this has the ability where you can play with friends, multiplayer, and you can play against other people that also play this game across all platforms. So that's PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and I believe just recently they come into the ability to play on Switch. So this game I find a lot of very enjoyable. Something that's like I said, you can relax. This is something like a decompressing game. There's no set of time when you have to complete things. You can complete things at your own pace. Personally, I've come off of this game on and off, back and forth, and I have enjoyed the game every time I come back. So, I want to go ahead and start off with basically the first point of the bulletin board, which was, how do you get into Warframe? Well, when you first download the game, obviously, and it's set time to download, you're going to be introduced to this new event that recently just came out, which is called the Delivery Experience. I do hope that everyone has a good one, and thank you so much for stopping by my video, and look forward to the next video where we will discuss what's your first steps into your first mission.